In 1492, most people thought the world was flat, except for one man, Christopher Columbus. He was convinced the Earth was round, and that it would be possible to circumnavigate it. He knew he could sail across the ocean to India and bring back spices to Europe, but he had a hard time convincing anyone to fund his expedition. Everyone thought he would sail off the edge of the world. Eventually, he was able to convince Spain to give him 3 ships, and he set sail. After crossing the Atlantic, Columbus discovered America and proved the world was round. You probably heard this story before, especially when you first learned about Columbus. In fact, it might be all you know about him. The reality is, there are several factual and logical issues in this story. The first is that people at the time did not believe the Earth was flat. The Greek mathematician Eratosthenes proved that the Earth was round sometime in the 3rd century BCE. Not only that, but he calculated the circumference of the Earth with an error of only about 1 to 2%. Not only was it known by the time of Columbus that the Earth was round, but nearly the exact size of the Earth was known. This was why nobody wanted to fund Columbus, not because they thought he would fall off the edge of the world, but because they knew the distance was too great and that he'd never reach India. Columbus was actually the one who was wrong, because he believed the Earth was smaller than it really was. Everyone else was right. If there wasn't a continent in the way, Columbus and his crew would have died before ever reaching India. The second thing that this story gets wrong is Columbus discovering the Americas. The Vikings had traveled to North America around 500 years earlier, not to mention, of course, the fact that there were people already there when Columbus arrived. These two facts are starting to become common knowledge. But there is a third logical issue with this story that I don't often hear anyone address. That is the issue of Columbus proving the Earth was round. Let's pretend the rest of the story is true, and let's focus on that last part. People say that Columbus discovering America proves the Earth is round. How? If the mathematical proof of the ancient Greeks doesn't count, wouldn't you need to circumnavigate the Earth to prove it was round? Columbus didn't do this by landing in the Americas. For all people knew, the edge of the Earth was just past the continent. America could just as well exist on a flat Earth, so finding it doesn't prove anything. Most of us were told the fake story of Columbus by people we trusted to give us correct information, such as teachers. Remember this. Even the smartest people can have incorrect information. If you like this video, please do like it. And if you would like to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.